Hello, I just got back from bad gaming experience. Uh, yes, most of the people that I play with, well, the people who play the games that I play, either mentally deranged or are on the seven. Some of them actually are seven. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. So this, what happened was that I was just there. I killed this one guy twice. I don't know why I did. I just kind of did. Then he started telling everyone to kick me. uh, Like I killed the entire server 8 times. I didn't. I killed that guy twice. Uh, and then this other guy, and he was calling me green because I'm green. And it's annoying because no one calls people by their name. Like in any game that I play. It's actually really annoying. And then this other green guy showed up and then actually started killing everyone. And then I got kicked for something he did. It's not fun. Because I was kicked for something he did because we're both green. No one in any game that I play can read. It is astonishing how they managed to even download the game. Okay, let's now watch this now.
Сделаем это вместе под музыку нашего национального гимна. Мы сделаем это, да? Поехали!
Поехали. Well, that's backwards. There's no way I can read that. This recording is a bit slow. Братских народов союз святого тайная краснородная сестра. Let's do something important. That sign up there. Putin. Oh, it has a Putin scarf. Putin, not first president. Oh, okay. Сестра, мы гордимся тобой. От южных морей до полярного края раскинулись наши и поля. Одна ты на свете, одна ты такая, хранимая Бога, родная земля. Слава Отечества, наше свободное братских народов союз святого памятная страстная сестра. Which Olympics was this, by the way? I usually don't care about the Olympics. Also, school. Сильный президент. Сильный президент. What? Strong presidents and just, Я мечты и я жизнь, грядущие Африку, вода нам силу дает, внушает нас жизнь, как было, так есть, и так будет земля. These lyrics aren't entirely accurate. I think they're supposed to match the song. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's supposed to. Наше свободное братство, родом союз световой, предками там, мудрость народная. Maybe it's not. Okay, yeah. Enough of that. What to watch? To watch. I'm going to open my, I don't know, holy religious text of language learning by language sim, dot hashtag not sponsored or something, I don't know. It's a good book. I haven't read the entire thing, but it's still pretty good. Podcast. Diversify your input. Podcasts. I properly love them. Why is it happening? What's that with that? I've already discussed how people constantly argue. I want to turn subtitles. Why can't I turn subtitles off? Try your subtitles. Blah blah. Okay, there's a lot. It's talking about podcasts, so music. Yes, I just listened to music. Okay, the Lord has spoken something. I'm just gonna search out some popular pop songs, so why not? Live Mover. Classic Soviet song. For sure. Okay. Now it's called Lavender. Lavender. And apparently it's good. So song. Eh, nah. It's like a top not. Hmm. It's a pick random 50 random songs. Wonder what to yeah, I did give Dora a shot too. It's and also not watch the video because I don't want to watch that. That genuinely looks terrible. York, imagine that. Here's an on for something. Totally luce ci piace. Okay, I was gonna say which I would watch which one has more views. This one has 307,000. This one has 40 million. Okay. Dora, quite popular. Hello there, person watching. I'm trying to listen to Dora to see if it'll actually help me, kind of get into the Russian culture and also enjoy the music or something. I don't know. Help me. Seems better than the most popular one.
Привет, но ты проходишь мимо. Я спрятала улыбку. Мне важно, чтобы ты узнал.
This one's called Strulius. Strulia. Strulius. Sturius. Okay, this is hard to pronounce. Sturius. I'm just bad at reading, I think. Why does it keep translating from Ukrainian? Sturius. Apparently means fell in love. That has more views, so, the other one.
Втюрилась.
Sturius. Okay, oh, okay.
Секрет, ловимый каждый импульс. Ты мне не безразличен.
Is that
Но
dictionary? Is
я
that
не
alphabet?
влюблена в тебя. Я просто в тебя.
Is there something? Can someone explain to me what the hell that is? I know you can't see it right now.
Ты мне не безразличен, но я не влюблена.
Can someone please explain to me what this thing is? What is this? It's also cut in a really weird shape. What is it?
В тебя. Я просто в тебя втюрилась, трескалась, крашилась, потеряла голову, врезалась, вляпалась. Ой, я
It's
просто
not
в тебя
terrible.
втюрилась, трескалась, крашилась, потеряла голову, врезалась, влавилась. Это привязанность сама.
I'm going to read from the start, also while trying to read the lyrics, because I have this up the lyric here. Hold on. Oh, whoops. Let me switch to. Not that. This. Okay, there. Okay. Ah.
Привет, но ты проходишь мимо.
That was a weird sounding привет. That's all I found it with to me. I can barely even hear the palatalization. It's just sounding like
Ты проходишь мимо. Я спрятала улыбку. Мне важно, чтобы ты узнал секрет, ловимый каждый импульс. Ты мне не безразличен, но я не влюблена в тебя. Я просто в тебя втюрилась, трескалась, крашилась, потеряла голову, врезалась, вляпалась. Ой, я просто в тебя втюрилась, трескалась, крашилась, потеряла голову, врезалась,
like this.
это привязанность, самозабвение, нервное
American English is
души
third.
и слабость, это зависимость, это влечение.
I just thought I should probably pause this while I'm looking up the lyrics. It stands into. Oh, it's just fine. Is that just another way of saying I'm in love? Crap, damn. Confusing.
Крашилась, потеряла голову, врезалась, влавилась. Постоянное самозабвение, неравнодушие и слабость. Это зависимость, это влечение, безумство, мания, тяга, самый механический процесс. Снова заиграют гормоны, это просто что-то в голове. То, что по ошибке называют любовью, глупый дофамин, адреналин, они управляют мною.
Does mean dopamine and adrenaline? Stupid dopamine. Stupid dopamine. Adrenaline. Stupid. Stupid.
Так что извини, но я не люблю тебя, просто втюрилась. Ой, я просто втюрилась, трескалась, кашалась, потеряла голову, врезалась, вляпалась. Ой, я просто в тебя втюрилась, трескалась, кашалась, потеряла голову, врезалась, влавилась.
Yeah, all I have to say about that is it sounds like something that my parents would watch if they were Russian. Dora. Yeah. Dora и Таня Волкова. Machine Volkova. Something to do with collaboration. Let me choose a Russian. Wolves. What? Dora. 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 I don't know what they're in. It's still about, yeah, great. It's apparently live. Live. I don't actually have any film suggestions because I'm desperately looking for something that's actually interesting. Okay, I'll stop listening to something, but yet. Those are a lot of drama because he's funny. I didn't want to talk about me. Sorry about that. Trying to get all that. That's lots of Yama. The хлеб, хуй. Listen to хлеб, хуй is хлеб. I would like to see what feels. I want to see what he said it feels like for an option. And time equals 8 seconds. It does feel pretty good. 1% is quite a lot. Eee. It depends on who's the watcher. Also, I guess it can depend on the agent. I feel like old Russian music. Sorry, I nearly said my head when I was looking at this. Old Russian music and Soviet, maybe Russian Empire music. I'd say that that's a bit better than modern Russian music. A little bit. Fair. Oh yeah, that's true. I do not like that they removed York for absolutely no reason. It's so helpful to know that it's there.
Привет всем, меня зовут Яма, я говорю по-русски, и у меня шизофрения. Russian is such a cool language.
Because she's
Привет всем, меня зовут Яма, я говорю по-русски, и у меня шизофрения. Russian
he just randomly said, "Ooh, yes, she's a friend." That's fine.
is such a cool language, and I love almost everything about it. Almost. Every language has their own weird little
Spanish, one relative that's full time of subjunctive conjugation. What's subjunctive?
quirks that make it unique.
No. Isn't there like 5,000 conjugations for every verb in Spanish?
Today, I want to share some of these about Russian, and hopefully this video shows you how it feels to learn Russian. Поехали.
Whenever I think someone might try to beat me up or mug me, I fake a Russian accent. I'll be walking home late at night, two dangerous looking thugs walk up to me like, "Yo, man, you know what neighborhood you're in? You think this bad neighborhood?"
Why would you even want to learn this language in the first place? Well, I'm glad you asked. Russian is actually one of the most commonly spoken languages in the world, and the geographic
Let's fact check him. Seven. That's not bad. It's my native, not people who know it. But people who know it, that'll be even more. I assume it'll be a bit higher. Yeah, seventh place. But seventh place is really good. That's above Vietnamese, and there's a lot of Vietnamese people. I don't know. There's so many of them in Australia. Me included. Well, that corridor.
regions where you find native speakers are actually inhumanely beautiful places.
I don't go outside, so I don't care.
On top of that, the Slavic culture is rich with movies, music, and art that I can guarantee you're missing out on. And if that hasn't convinced you yet, you should.
I would like to look at some Russian art, actually. It's not a terrible idea. Byzantine influence. Oh my god. I don't really care about Byzantine. He just has a funny name. Oh, is that Ivan the Terrible? It's not bad art.
You should learn Russian so that you can understand those crazy Russian dash cam videos.
What dash cam videos?
Russian is a Slavic
I think you
language,
say,
which means that it uses this goofy alphabet.
That's what I get here say.
Че, ша, ща. What the fuck?
I can guarantee that this will be a little bit confusing at the start, especially since some of the letters are the same as in English, but they're pronounced differently, such as how the letter B in Cyrillic is pronounced as V, or how the letter H is pronounced as the letter N. It will be challenging to rewire your brain at first, but once you do get the hang of it, this is where the fun begins. One of the good things about having a phonetically consistent alphabet is that there are almost no regional dialects. What I mean by this is that Russian is spoken over a wide span of land.
It is.
But if you take two NPCs, one from Vladivostok and one from St. Petersburg, chances are they will sound very, very similar. This makes Russian just a little bit more manageable. Think about English and how many different accents there are.
Vietnamese, too. There's so many Vietnamese accents.
Well, the mother says we had to go anyway. We hadn't much a choice in the matter, but sure.
If you, as a native speaker, can't understand that, imagine being a foreigner and hearing that accent for the first time. You'd probably start hearing voices.
You are hearing voices.
People often say that Russian is a very difficult language to learn, and I don't entirely disagree with that sentiment, but there are a lot of these little things.
Hello there, new person watching. Also, I do kind of agree on it. There are some things that make it easier. Also, I didn't actually pick up some case endings. Actually, kind of a lie. For example, making plurals. I'm just gonna say that Duolingo doesn't work. There's an entire unit on making plurals. I did not understand any of it. then I got to, and then I watched one, like, I think it was a 10-minute video, and I understood more than that singular unit gaming. Duolingo's
Things
useless
that
no
make it
music.
easy, like how there's no
That's
articles in
why.
Russian. So, for example, in English, you always have to
True.
say the book, a book. In Russian, you don't do all that BS. You just say book.
Book.
It makes Russian just a little bit easier. Word order is another one. English has this subject, verb, object sentence structure.
And it breaks all the time.
Like in the phrase, I'm eating an apple. You can't say eating I'm an apple because that's a grammatical abomination.
But it does break a lot, like, as in, who am I? That's object, verb, subject. And I know that because I is still a nominative or whatever, but yet.
But in Russian, you can say, I'm eating an apple, apple, I'm eating, I'm apple, and it all mean the same thing. For all you advanced learners, I want to point out that although they mean the same thing, there are slight intonations in how you say it that adds to just like the emphasis of the sentence. There's stress placed on the different parts about how you're eating that apple. If it's emphasizing that you yourself are eating that apple, or the apple, the object that you're eating. And because there are so many different ways to make your sentence sound artistic and poetic, poetry is a very big thing in the Russian culture. In fact, I can guarantee you can grab any Russian off the street, put a automat Kalashnikov to their head, ask them to recite a poem, and they will do it word for word. Put a automat Kalashnikov.
Автомат Калашникова. Nice.
To their head, ask them to recite a poem, and they will do it word for word.
Можете ли вы несколько строк стихов нам рассказать?
Да, могу. Есенин. Заметался пожар голубой, позабылись
Есенин.
родимые дали. В первый раз я запел про любовь, в первый раз отрекаюсь скандалить.
Вы помните, вы все, конечно, помните, как я стоял, приближившись.
Каждый выбирает для себя женщину, религию, дорогу.
Девушка, здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Шоу «Прослушка». Что сейчас слушаете?
Ганга-ганга-ганга-ганга. Ну, это техасский рэп.
Ага, спасибо.
Alongside poetry, Russian music has no reason to slap so hard. No matter what genre of music you like, there's bound to be artists that you are 100% missing out on. Oh,
But what if I liked Toby Fox's music? What if I like Toho music? What if I like lyricless music? Tell me that.
and it would be a sin not to mention this, but old Soviet children's movies have the best soundtracks. Like, I don't know why, but they're all absolute bangers.
Каждому в лучшее верится, катится голубой вагон. Ах, почему был светофор зеленый? Все потому, что была жизнь влюбленной.
We're not going to talk about the actual movies and cartoons themselves. They're low-key kind of scary.
Справа от трубы были звезды медвежонка, а слева ежика.
In my opinion, one of the best reasons to actually learn Russian is just to speak to the people. Contrary to the stereotypes that Russians have in America, where they're seen as these cold-hearted, angry-looking individuals.
Ты как ездишь? Чё хочу? Извините.
Russians are some of the most wholesome people in the world. If you try to speak with them in their own language, they will be incredibly grateful that you decided to learn their language. They'll even see it
the Russian in my class does not care.
as a sign of respect. And even if your Russian is not very good, they will usually slow down in order to compensate for your dumbass. Здравствуйте, ты русский?
Yes.
Я учу русский язык.
Язык.
Классно. Молодец.
Откуда ты?
Откуда ты?
Пермь?
Да.
Где это на карте? When you ask a Russian learner what the hardest part about learning Russian is, they will almost always say cases. Cases are the little endings of words that change based on
In that kind of case too. What about the verbs? The verbs kind of a
each situation. It's kind of hard to explain in English, but
the thing of the verb is that okay, you have something uh like yeah. So we'll just rightly change to yes. You have a yes. We'll change to yes. We'll change to yes. And to yes. Why? That is completely stupid. Like the only thing that is even consistent is the first letter. Also, when you conjugate to first person, for some reason, sometimes, most of the time, it'll just be or you, or you, or try. Sometimes there'll just be a random L there. Who decided? And there'll just be a random L.
Let's take the word table, for example. You can say on the table, under the table, from the table. The word table does not change, but in Russian that word does. На столе, под столом, от стола.
Hey, let me try. Oh wait. Okay, let me try and guess
on the table, under the table, from the table. The word table does not change, but in Russian that word does.
Okay, that's prepositional case. Yeah.
На столе, под столом.
Instrumental.
От стола.
Genitals.
It's a little confusing, but do you see what I mean? Despite how difficult it is to memorize these multiple endings for each word, knowing cases is actually not as important as your Russian teacher might make it out to be. In my opinion, using the wrong case doesn't actually take away from what you're trying to say, and most native speakers will be able to understand what you're saying. I mean, they'll think that you might have hit your head or something, but they'll understand you. Basically, cases are important if you're not trying to sound cringe, but most native speakers will be able to understand you even if you use the wrong one.
So if I don't know what cases are, I'll just default to nominative, but...
Okay, I don't think it's possible to make a video about Russian without talking about swear words. There are so many lush and descriptive ways to emphasize what you're trying to say that swearing in Russian is one of the most... Chefs...
Trying to say that blять is a very nice swear word. It sounds gorgeous. I might have to put it in one of the most beautiful sounding words that I've heard. Блять. Блять.
Chef's kiss way of speaking.
Скажи, Дед Мороз, где брать мои подарки?
Дед Мороз, где брать мои подарки?
Idioms. You know, like those figurative phrases used to describe something else, like cat got my tongue in English.
No.
Well, Russian idioms are some of the goofiest and funniest ways of just saying random bizarre things. Okay, let's look at some, and I want you to guess what you think they mean. Okay, are you ready? Где раки зимуют? Where the crawfish hibernate. Говорят, что кур дает. They say you can milk chickens. Когда рак на горе свистнет. When the lobster on the mountain whistles. Любовь зла, полюбишь и козла. Love is evil, you'll fall in love with the goat. What the fuck? With Putin's war going on in Ukraine, Russian is not currently the most popular language to learn.
That's true.
Which is honestly a shame, because a lot of people are missing out on some amazing and kind of goofy culture. Это все, что я хотел рассказать в этом видео. Иди учи русский, мартышка.
See you there. Hello there. One viewer. It's kind of sad that this stream I'm only getting one viewer at a time. Yeah. But that's much more longer video. Yeah. I would like to see this again. Actually, yeah, sure. Let's go with this one. This one should be. I should be better than last time at least.
Determine your level of Russian. It's pretty straightforward. You stupid dolbayo. There are actually 3 components.
What?
Have you ever wondered, what is my level in Russian? Потому что сейчас мы узнаем. My name is Yama, and I'll be giving you 3 separate tests, each with their own difficulty, and depending on how well you do on these tests, will determine your level in Russian. It's pretty straightforward. You stupid dolbayo. There are actually 3 components of language. This video is only going to test your grammatical ability to speak Russian. I've already released a video about comprehension, so make sure you go check that one.
My comprehension is terrible.
Начнем с уровнем А1 и А2. Поехали. Okay, question 1. Fill in the blank. Я blank.
Yeah, Иду. Иду. Assume it'll be иду.
На работу каждый день. Is it A. Идут, B. Идешь, C. Иду, or D. Иди нахуй. Have you thought of your answer yet? The answer is C. Иду. Я иду на работу каждый день. Question 2. Fill in the blank again. Она лежит, space, полу.
I have absolutely no idea. Okay, the and ma both require prepositional case most of the time. It doesn't look like there's anything in prepositional case, at least to me. So I'll say bored.
Как какая-то pick me. Is it A. В, B. На,
No.
C. Под, or D. Около. If you guessed A, then you're absolutely wrong because the answer is actually B. Она лежит на полу, как какая-то pick me. Question 3. Another fill in the blank. Моя бабушка живет в
Dom is masculine. I'm pretty sure. So then it'll be Balshor. Right. Or maybe Balshor. Wait, no. Balshor is still instrumental. I'm gonna say Balshor.
доме. What is the ending of the word?
Balshor. I'm guessing go with Balshor.
A. Большая. Is it B. Большой? Is it C. Большом? Or D. Больше? And the answer to this question is actually C. Моя бабушка живет.
So is that for is that for masculine? Isn't oi for feminine? I think it is. Okay, yes. Masculine neutral. Okay, my bad.
В большом доме. Let's carry on with number 4. For this one, you're gonna have to find the synonym of the word друг. Is it A. Враг? B. Приятель? C. Знакомый? Or D. Еблан?
Okay, so let's think about this logical. Definitely not that. That's an adjective. So I'm gonna guess this. I think I have seen this one like once, but I feels like it was like something, but I don't really remember anything. If I remember correctly, it was like if you guessed A, you'd be absolutely wrong because it's either B or C. I think it's B. It might be D.
Now for this one, the answer is obviously D. Еблан. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually B. Приятель, which is another way of saying friend in Russian. Option C, which is знакомый, also kind of works, but it's more referring to someone who's an acquaintance rather than a friend. And with that, that concludes the A1 and A2 portion of the test. Let's carry on with something a little bit harder, B1 to B2, an intermediate level in Russian.
Intermediate.
Question 1. Out of these 4 options, which one is in the present tense?
I expect
or in
to
Russian it's called в настоящем времени. Is it A, он читает? Is it B, он прочитает? Is it C, он прочитал?
Yeah, I am definitely not
or
going
D,
to
дебил читать не умел? Which one of these is conjugated in the present tense? Out of these 4, the answer is actually A.
Yeah.
Он читает. Читает is conjugated in the present tense. Question 2. Another fill in the blank. Она купила цветы, чтобы blank своей маме. Is it A?
Okay, let me think about the form. Она купила цветы. So just tells me that it'll be подарить.
Дарить.
Подарить.
Подарила. C. Подаритью. Or D. Подарила бы. And the answer for this question is also going to be A.
Yeah.
Подарить. Она купила цветы, чтобы подарить своей
Like there doesn't seem to be anything that's during it, unless immediately.
маме. Okay, moving on to number 3. Out of these 4 sentences, which one is structured properly? Is it A? Мы любим гулять в вечернем городе. Is it B? Мы...
This looks like a whole bunch of swearing. Да, на фиг. Sounds like фигня. Гулять. I don't know if that doesn't sound right. Also, I think it means vodka. And then also, like, it's 60%. Pretty much. Keep it nice. We, you, beam. Okay, correct so far. These are all, damn. These are all good. Oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm going to fail this one.
Мы любим гулять вечернему городу. Is it C? Мы любим гулять по вечернему городу. Or D? Да нафиг гулять, уже водку передает. For this question, the answer is C. Мы любим гулять по вечернему городу. Okay, here is the last question for B1 to B2. Which of the following sentences are conditional? Which basically means there's an if and a then statement. Option A. Я бы прочитал эту книгу, если бы у меня было больше времени. Option B. Я прочитал книгу за один вечер. Option C. Он постоянно читает книги на разных языках.
I like this milf.
Мне нравится эта мильфа. The answer to this question is A, because there is the words если бы, which indicates that there's some sort of condition. This wraps up the B1 to B2 portion of the test. If you're able to answer the majority of these questions, then you're probably around a B level in Russian. Let's carry on with advanced level Russian, C1 to C2. Question 1, and I think I'm going to read this in Russian just because it makes a little bit more sense. Какое слово лучше завершить предложение, чтобы подчеркнуть противопоставление? Противопоставление. I actually cannot pronounce this word. The sentence is идиот много работает, space, его...
I'm not supposed to be allowed to this one. I think I'm just gonna guess what the show because that means it's not.
часто остаются.
Idiot works a lot because there's a lot.
Незамеченными. Is it A? Потому что. B.
Oh yeah,
хотя,
2 people at the same time. C, that's a lot more than I've had before.
Or D.
I
Несмотря
assume it's gonna
на.
be A. Well, I could
The
be
answer to
completely
this
wrong.
question is C. Идиот
no.
много работает,
but
но его усилия часто остаются незамеченными. Question 2. Fill in the blank with the correct phrase. После долгого обсуждения она поняла, что пора blank и начать действовать. Is it A? Закрывать глаза. B. Брать быка за рога.
Okay, I think this
лапшу на уши.
is enough pain for me. That's absolute pain. Art, the art of сука, блядь. Watching Steve Kaufman, I want to watch this for myself.
Hey guys, today we're going to be watching Steve Kaufman until he mentions Link You. Let's go.
Today I want to share with you some of the things that I do at Link.
Okay.
Come rồi. Rồi nó mát đi. What am I harassing me to shit? I mean, I'm harassing me to take a shower. I already did. Oh. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, I have it to my TV as well for some reason. Language that accidentally taught me Spanish. I do want to see this.
There are a lot of good ways to learn language. From tutors to tutorials to traveling to another country and even joining the average CSGO lobby. But there are also a lot of bad ways to learn a new language. My name's Yama, and in order to make my life as miserable as possible, I've decided to learn languages in the most unconventional, weirdest ways possible. Let me introduce you to my friend Language Sim. He's a hyper-polyglot, giga-chat alpha male who's very attracted to every woman and man on the planet. And today I want to see if it's possible to learn a new language only by watching his videos. Your immediate reaction should be,
No.
Yama, this is one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of.
It is a bad
and
idea.
You know what?
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Shut the fuck. Language I've decided on is Spanish because I can already roll my R's, and Los Pollos Hermanos is my favorite restaurant. The rules are pretty simple. I can only use Language Sims videos in order to learn the language. And I can only use Google Translate for Spanish phrases, so that I basically can't just Google Translate everything from English.
What the heck?
Now let's take a quick language test to show you just how great my Spanish is. Taking this placement test has landed me in Unit 6. To give you a little bit of a perspective, in order to reach B1 on Duolingo, you need to complete 66 units.
66? Oh, Duolingo is slow as hell. Holy hell. I would like to ask my good old friend ChatGPT to tell me with what the hell, how many it takes. Wait, did you say 66 units or 66 lesson? I mean sections.
B1 on Duolingo, you need to complete 66 units.
Okay, units or sections. That's a lot of units. $70 or $90 to reach it in Russian. Okay, to reach B1. But 40 to go to B2 to reach A1 is fine. I mean A2.
So yeah, I'm a little ways away from that. But when I retake this placement test at the end of the challenge, hopefully I will be further along. So you may be wondering, how am I even gonna learn a new language by watching some stupid Americans speaking Americanese on YouTube? And alrighty. Alright, so my plan is pretty simple. Language has a few short clips of him speaking Spanish on his channel. It's not much, but listening to these clips will help me get an understanding of what Spanish should sound like.
Did you know that hola can actually be an extremely offensive slur? To avoid insulting someone, use the more colloquial phrase, eres un hijo de puta, if you're talking to a man.
There's obviously not a lot of these clips, so I ended up finding a new method of learning Spanish, and it's all through this one little button. YouTube has this feature where you can auto-translate captions into another language. It's not always accurate, but it should help me establish a baseline Spanish vocabulary. I'm gonna start translating some of his videos and see what random words and phrases I can pick up. Let's just see how this goes.
Day one. His character was kind of Russian. In a little bit.
I ended up only having time to study in the evening, which was unideal because I was more tired, but oh well, this is low-key kind of fun. I wrote out about a page full of new words and verbs, making sure I try to pronounce them as I write them out. Then I decided it would be kind of good to do a small test and try to write out a short paragraph using the vocabulary I have accumulated. Okay, well, here's what I got. Hola, mi nombre es Yama. Desafortunadamente, yo no hablo español, pero me enamoré con este idioma. Yo soy un hombre y yo soy canadiense. También yo disfruto comer porque yo necesito. What? I know it's rough. I know it's basic and I know it's probably wrong in a lot of places, but this is just the beginning and I have nothing but room to improve. So let's just see where the next day takes us.
Oh, it's a transition. Yeah. Okay, never mind. That was absolutely terrible. Let's just
On day 3, I ran into a problem. Getting vocabulary through subtitles is just too slow and inconsistent. A lot of the times, the words would just be outright incorrect, or I would miss a word that I actually thought was useful. So I decided to switch up my approach to learning Spanish. In the rules, I mentioned I can only learn Spanish from Language Sims videos, and that involves the whole video, including the comment section, which is still a part of the video. You see, if you scroll for long enough on there, you will run into these weird people talking in this bizarre language called Mexicanese. Using these comments, we can learn vocabulary faster and simultaneously test our ability to read.
Looking at the comments, it's actually a really good idea as well.
Okay, so one thing I actually just noticed that I have a slight advantage in this challenge. I speak French, and for those who don't know, French and Spanish are pretty similar. Triste means sad, dormir means sleep, and putain means a famous Canadian meal. Because there are so many similarities, I have an easier time understanding vocabulary that I don't already know, which definitely speeds up the language learning process. Now, let's keep this going.
Okay, so I should have looked up this. Oh, what did he say? Okay. You did Russian policy as it before that. Well, I'll turn off my recommendations. So you can see my recommendations. Aha! I don't want you to see them yet. Okay. Oh, there's no Russian comments yet, apparently. Why bother when Mexican is again? Actually, using his idea of watching comments, I'll do that too into language sim. But for Russian instead, you use a probably sim. He only posted one video on User Voice Sim for some reason. Oh my god. Actually, nah, you can't see these comments. You can't see my suggestions. I'm not letting you see them.
Всем огромный привет и добро пожаловать на мой канал. Для тех, кто не знает, меня зовут Language Sim. Я из США и я изучаю русский. Сегодня я расскажу вам о том, почему я ненавижу русский язык. Ну, конечно же, вы уже знаете, что я так сильно люблю русский, но в то же время, блядь, it is extremely frustrating. You see, the other day I was minding my own business, doing my usual language learning routine when I realized that it would be a great idea to practice speaking with some natives.
Okay, this is a few O's. I scrolled down for a little bit and there's already 118. Okay. Привет, automation door. Может, в свою очередь, видимо, естественно. This guy was also transformers out. Inside of planetary. Yeah. They got force motion. Муж друг. Это самое сложное. У меня много другов. As I say, I have two children. Irregular pronoun. So everyone, yeah. And they are. Oh, I can show you my. That's right. Единственный способен научиться говорить по-русски — это забить вот на, на правила и просто запоминать, как говорить приятно и как нет. The only one. Actually, I do want to check out Russian idioms. It's getting boring. Oh, sure.
It's necessary to know idioms and some set phrases that people use in their native languages to better understand
Back
their
again. Okay. I can't put the show more. That's annoying.
culture and traditions. My name is Alina, and today I'm gonna share with you 20 the most common Russian idioms that people use in their daily life. Some of them
Not gonna comment on my English.
will be similar to the English ones, but some of them will surprise you. And now let's start.
I don't know many Vietnamese idioms for some reason.
And the first one. Когда рак на горе свистнет.
Когда
We
рак-
love this expression.
когда рак
I don't
на
know why.
поле
Maybe because we don't like giving promises.
Когда
But
рак
this one you can hear a lot from Russians.
свистнет. I was gonna say it sounds like pigs, but no, there's no person. This is Wayne Page Law. What? Page Law. Something that'll never happen. Okay. Or if you just put a pig in an airplane. When crab whistles
You
on the
can use it
yeah,
when someone is asking you,
it's not
when are we
terrible.
gonna meet? And
They
you
meet
don't
about
really want to meet this person, so you answer, когда рак на горе свистнет. And basically your answer is never.
Start whistling. He did the
Another one will be после дождичка в четверг. Basically the same meaning, and there is little hope that this or the next Thursday is gonna rain. So again, your answer here is never. После дождичка в четверг.
Нет настроения. А когда оно у вас появится? Когда? Когда рак на горе свистнет?
The next one. Как снег на голову. This one we use when something suddenly happens and you don't expect it at all. And it's a little bit negative. So you can say, как снег на голову, вчера приехали гости. You didn't wait for them, but they arrived. And here also I want to pay your attention to the word голова. Like I pronounce как снег на голову. The stress is on the preposition на. Actually, the word голова here it's not stressed at all. Sometimes it happens in such sad phrases or idioms when we change the stress. So it's really different from the way we talk normally. Basically, if you need to say on head, you will say на голову. So the first syllable of your word голова will be stressed. Here, it's different. You just need to remember the pronunciation of this expression.
Когда неожиданность падает как снег на голову, нельзя терять время.
Okay, the idiom number 4. На черный день. Or сохранить на черный день. Probably because Russian people like to save some things for another day. We love this expression. And in this case, черный день, like black day, like the worst day of your life. And that thing that you saved before can make you a little bit happier. For example, you can say, я сохранил эту шоколадку на черный день. Yeah, maybe this chocolate was really tasty and you decided to save it for another day, for the worst day of your life. It sounds really sad that we say it and that we use it a lot, but don't take it too seriously. Usually we use it as a joke, and here it's not really negative. It's not technically the worst day of your life.
Оставляя что-то на черный день, вы приближаете его.
Okay, the next one.
This is a long video. There is no way I'm watching this time.